All right, hello and welcome back, everyone, to episode 11 of Conqueror Chronicles. My name is Phoenix. Yoshi's not here today because he doesn't like me very much. Very unfortunate. Joining me this time, only return guests, actually. Very cool. Chandler from MHKFC. How you doing?
Good.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Hulk from the 89 Pistons. How you doing, Hulk?
Great.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. All right, and then someone's kid from Mango Tango. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Phoenix, how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Doing absolutely
Uh,
excellent. I'm looking forward to talking about these matches here. I think there was a couple surprises potentially, I guess. I mean, there's only two match series really, but depending on what you thought, I mean, I feel like it could have gone either way. So let's flip right over here to the first series. No need to dilly dally. First series up here. We got MHK against Mango Tango. So I'm lucky. I got both perspectives here. I got someone's kid from Mango Tango and Chandler. First game looks like it's a Mango Tango victory. Let's get Chandler's perspective first here. It looks like it was a pretty comprehensive loss. Do you mind walking me through kind of what happened here? What do you think went wrong?
This was the least close of the three games, definitely.
Yeah, it looks like it was very
y-
one-sided.
a few tragic early rotations kind of spiraled out of control. I think I made a draft mistake with these two supports on my team being together. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. The support combo was kind of lackluster. Didn't feel like we had very good initiative. Uh,
What do you think it's lackluster like together? Like what do you not like about Shaman Silencer?
You're just on a big timer. Really need that blink on Shaman to actually start being able to do things with the two supports. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing. We normally are, if you watch our demos or play against us, it's the support combo rotating around, making a lot of the moves on the map. And it's kind of hard to do it whenever you're slash Shaman without blink. And they kind of deathballed pretty hard. They got a good deathball lineup, and they did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say for sure, like especially if you and Lost kind of set the tempo, it's pretty hard to tempo on those two heroes for sure. Especially Silencer. That hero is I don't know. I feel like it can if it has a not great lane and kind of gets some issues there. I feel like the hero can feel really bad. Like it's very hard to do a lot on the hero. He can't really rotate and provide like help that way either. He's not like a fantastic rotator. So it looks like Printer had a good game though, and I think this is one of the first times I've seen the Bear lose. Fuck this hero. You know what? I'm actually glad you guys
Um,
lost because that hero fucking that's an obnoxious ass hero, dude. God damn,
I
fucking Ursa pick.
I I might be wrong.
Rude,
I don't
rude.
think Gav had an amazing game, or at least it was ill-timed on when he had a good game.
He went 9-4 and 4. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm saying like I think it was kind of late.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like the game was already
It was already
snowballed pretty
spiraling.
hard.
Yeah, it
I
was already
think,
spiraling.
like I said, this was the least close. I've paid the least attention to this game on demo review
Looks like
stuff.
old Stinky was doing this thing.
Yeah. I was gonna say, the good thing is that old Stinky still put in the death numbers, dying 3 times by 5 minutes. I love that. I love that, Stinky. You're doing God's work. You're doing God's work. All right, now let's flip it over to someone's kid from the winner point of view here. How did this one go for you guys?
I think it's a mix of them playing, like, maybe makes bad choices as far as rotations, as well as we were playing well. A little bit, maybe more so them, like, over rotating or committing a little bit too hard onto tower so we could rotate and get kills. It's kind of unfortunate that maybe they didn't get the kills fast enough and we were able to rotate and get, like, counter initiate and get kills in that early game. I Whenever I see our team, when we have at least draw, I feel like we're so good in mid game. We're set off for mid game. When I see my off side lanes, see like when they have loss, the game feels very hard. And I'm talking about like the Dota buff, top Drew,
Yeah.
uh,
Drew.
safe Drew.
Yeah.
When I see those being lost, it's very hard. The game just gets astronomically harder. When we win lanes, I think we do a lot better. I think we won lanes like prior to 5 minutes, and then whenever Icarus rotates for runes, which is I mean pretty standard. I don't know if Stinky thinks he's invincible, and just feeds.
Just
I don't know.
it's not feeding. It's tactically dying, dude. Come on
Yeah.
now. Let's not get too crazy with that. But yeah,
But this
I
game
will
looked
say
very solid.
yeah, no, and I will say like I'm a big fan of the Kunkka pick. I actually like Kunkka into Quap. I know it's a melee into ranged, but I think Kunkka can manage that lane pretty okay. He can spam the Tidebringer. Quap doesn't want to do it. Like deal with that. She's pretty frail. You always get the X mark for the blinks and stuff like that too, right? So that's kind of a cool matchup. Hulk, do you have any comments on draft between the two? Are you surprised how this went here?
Um, well, it's like it's hard to say. Like I feel like both drafts are like perfectly fine. Um, the Shaman Blink is definitely pretty slow, which that definitely happens. If you're having a rough game, the hero doesn't do a whole lot too early on, I feel like. Silencer, yeah, you said you didn't like it. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I've seen that hero be really good in lane and like really cancer, and then you see it other times it's horrible and doesn't do anything.
I like Silencer like just as a single hero. I just don't like it with
Mm.
the Shaman, especially if I think Ursa's the only person that came out of lane winning. We definitely lost mid and off, and yeah, that was
I mean, it looks like
tough.
Casey's like pretty farm, no? He has Blink Blade Mail at 16.
Yeah,
That
he
seems pretty
he
good.
was
Um,
farmed. He was very
he
farmed.
was fine. I think we lost that lane comparatively, is what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure Luna was pretty far ahead.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Casey had
Something I
the
want to
timings correct.
something I want to say about the
Luna's a
Kunkka
weird
and
hero too.
yeah, something I like about the Kunkka versus
Quap.
Quap matchup is if you can get the boat off before she gets Scream,
Mm.
it saves the burst like 100%. Which we got it probably like 2 or 3 times against like they were trying to burst our Luna, and we got the boat buff before like 2 or 3 times. I think it was just a huge change in our favor for these team fights, and that's a part of why I like the Kunkka. But I think it's also just kind of fortunate if you get it in time. But I can see it very easily not getting in time. But it is kind of like you have like a 1 second window to get it there. So
Hmm.
it's a pretty big range, but you have to be there for sure.
I will say, Old Stinky's scoreline is not spectacular at 797, but Death Prophet had a huge impact in like helping them
Very,
snowball.
yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. He had the exorcism is very big for giving us to those objectives and being strong at the objectives.
yep.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Does anyone have any other thoughts for this first game, or do you think we can go on to the second one here?
I don't have too many thoughts. I don't know. It
All
feels
right.
like the game should be close, but yeah, I don't know. Like I'm guessing kind of what happened is Mango Tango's heroes are just like kind of too tanky for the Ursa to like kill people. That's how I'm imagining it in my head.
It
I feel
seems
like
like it
Global
was very
doesn't do a
snowbally.
whole lot either.
Is very they were taking objectives and we could not kill them. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems to be what I think too. Is like they're very snowbally with like Luna. If she, her whole thing is that she can get farmed really fast, really early, and then just push right. And then Kunkka, I mean, kind of a similar thing. You just take objectives around the boat timing, and then DP, you just take timings around the EXO, right? And then it's it seems like if those three can kind of group up and have a good game, I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know. There's not a ton you can really do for that.
I
Um,
think if they didn't have the Death Prophet helping them take objectives quickly, we probably have a much better chance of coming back here. But they're taking so many objectives. The map got small very fast.
Right.
So
I agree with that.
Old Stinky, the best core with only 15K net worth. Look at that. You did great, buddy. Fucking love to see that. All right, game two. So this is what I'm used to seeing. Like, and this is what I said before, where I felt like MHK is like the most dominant Kong team in a while because when they win, they absolutely obliterate you. And that seems to be what happened here. This is like the classic scoreline that I'm used to seeing. 49 to 17, 30-minute game. It was just a fucking beatdown, really. To continue with the trend, Someoneskid, do you want to start first? Give me some thoughts of kind of what went wrong here. Why do you think it was so one-sided comparatively to the first game?
I think a big one is that I wasn't able to get like up and running. They actually did a really good job of rotating on me, and they had the numbers game for like the maybe 8-minute mark to 13-minute mark almost every rotation. So they were doing a much better job of rotating than we were. Um, I- so with me being shut down, I'm less ambitious to do some plays. I feel like I'm too squishy. And this Dawnbreaker just really disabled all of our playmaking abilities. So, like if we knew Dawnbreaker ulti was off cooldown, I felt like it was just really hard for us to make plays, especially with our draft with a Venge off lane. It's not something that you think of. Like you smoke up, you make play, like you try to make a play, you have Tusk Shards and Venge stun into Timber Chain. Sure, it's pretty rough, and that's not going to burst any hero with Dawnbreaker ulti. So I felt like once we started losing traction, it was just felt very hard to get back, and we were trying things that just didn't work out several times in a row, and the game just kind of plummeted from there.
I'm actually surprised. I've not played Dawn against Timber in a while. I felt like that lane should have been easier for you. Am I wrong about that? I feel like Timber's like a very stereotypically classic good melee v melee, especially against the strength. But it says here that you drew. Like, would you agree or disagree with the draw? Like, do you think you could have done better, or maybe I'm like
Uh,
not knowing the matchup too?
I mean, as far as right click, I think my Tempered Saw's right click is better than Dawn's. It's a little bit quicker. But there it gets to a point like level 5 where Dawnbreaker just is able to use her W and get almost everything on the creep wave. So like I can't really
True.
prevent her from getting farm.
Yeah.
And then there was I was talking about earlier about the 8-minute mark or maybe a little bit like 7 minutes. Uh, that they had 3 people mid and we had like either 2 people mid or as like a linger like a slow third person. And so there were just a lot of times where they had the numbers earlier
Hmm.
and I didn't have the HP pool or didn't have the mana pool to really do these fights. And a big part of it is I didn't have the mana pool. I feel like I should have had Soul Ring, I think, here to really help me out. I think if I had
Yeah.
Soul Ring, I would have been able to do these fights a little bit more because I was running out of mana to do a lot. Um, but I would say I was winning prior to 5, but the fights really brought Printer back for sure.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think Timber is one of the only heroes that it's like acceptable to do Arcane Soul Ring. Like I think it's like actually totally fine for that hero. The last thing I'll mention before I pass it off to Chandler, really sad when you're a Timber mid and you feel like you have to go BKB immediately. That is like never a good feeling. Which I agree with it in this game. Like they have a lot of ways of locking you down. I'm just saying like no Timber wants to go BKB first item. That is really depressing for sure. Um, I just played a game of Timber, so I feel the struggle. I feel the struggle. All right, Chandler. Do you want to talk about this game from your perspective? I mean, it seems like it's just a beatdown, so I'm not sure if you have a ton to add, but anything you can give me would be great.
I mean, if you've played us, you know we like to play very tempo controlled Dota, and I mean that's what happened here. Um, yeah, I think Temper was winning pre-5. I think he's right, but we had a lot more leeway, I think, on our 2 supports just to crash mid and get objectives going, and then spiral into a Dawn ulti elsewhere to make the other side lanes much tougher. And we had a shaman to be taking objectives, so much like the DP, if you get a little bit ahead, you can kind of keep taking objectives. It's really hard to stop the snake.
So is this? I'm assuming that I saw this in Conk chat, but I just want to confirm. So this lost person red facet was a mistake, right? That can't be good,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I wasn't gonna. I forgot about this. Yeah, I wasn't gonna ask, and they were like, "Please ask, please ask." I was like, "I'll okay," but I don't blame them for denying it.
Yeah. Okay. So you asked for a remake because he picked Red Facet, which is like obviously really dog shit
I don't.
as a 5.
He doesn't know how he even got on because he. Just to be clear, Lost Person is like a dedicated support player.
Yeah, like
He
he
never
only
plays.
plays. Yeah. So he must have been like, I don't even know how that would have happened too. Like he must have been like just viewing
Oh,
the
it was
hero.
a new computer. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, he was.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that would make sense. That
He's
would
used
make
to all of his
sense.
shit being selected. That's
Yes,
exactly what happened.
that makes sense.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, that's not kind of on him for not checking and the team not reminding to check, but yeah.
That's okay. I
Whoa,
mean,
wait, Phoenix, click his profile. Let's investigate here.
oh, lost.
No, yeah. Let's check
Oh,
his last Bristol game, right?
no,
It'll pop
dude,
up, right? I think.
dude,
This is
dude.
he was on
I
a
don't want to be
laptop in
toxic.
a
I don't want to be
hotel.
toxic. Yeah, I will
So
say that
that's
like Chandler mentioned, something to kind of point out, and I'm not saying this to excuse it. Like obviously Mango Tango beat them fair and square. Just wanted to mention that I think Lost was on like a fucking random laptop in a hotel again, right, or something like that. Like it's like the second time this has happened to you guys.
no. So the other random laptop was
Was
Twubs in a
Twubs, right? Yeah, that's what I
hotel.
mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it was
We were at
Twubs.
the Austin Major.
Yeah. So but
Seriously.
this time it was Lost, and he maybe is not as familiar with the laptop game, but
Yeah,
yeah,
he's not familiar with it. Twelves is also in a laptop. It was his laptop, so
yeah,
he is
a little
back on home
different,
setup this week. So
a little different, a little
I think
different.
everyone is. So that'll be good.
Otherwise, though, yeah, I mean, it looks like you guys just kind of ran away with it. Hulk, do you got anything to add about this game? Like just based off
Uh,
drafts and
I'm
stuff?
just I'm just really curious how like Luna, what is it? Luna Ogre lost the lane. Is that just like Don ulting and you killing both of them
I
once or
think
twice?
they actually won the lane post like pre 7 minutes.
How?
I'm not,
What? How does that happen?
and
Luna Ogre?
then
That should no, Luna Ogre is
yeah,
strong.
Luna Ogre's strong.
That's what I mean.
I
That's what I
think they
mean.
won. They won. So Luna Ogre won for like pre
Mm.
7 minutes, and then we had like Dawn rotates, and
Yeah.
it just kind of
No, that's
spiraled.
what I
This
Oh,
figured.
is what I think
okay,
happened. I
okay.
mean,
I
we
think
are
that
playing
They
before.
all the Donalties were mid
Were
pre
they?
10. Yeah, they almost everyone was so like how the pre 10-minute fights all went was you guys had the two supports mid, and they were using the Donalty back onto me on the support.
I feel like
Almost, I
Then it might have been Twubs also rotates, so it might have been
mm,
Twubs through gate or something. I think
okay,
there was some
yeah.
okay,
rotations
yeah.
going on.
No, I could see it, yeah.
I
No,
was
I don't see how Luna Ogre loses that lane
yeah,
at all without
I was gonna say, so
other
kid, that's
circumstances.
like something like you shouldn't have denied it. You should have been like, oh yeah, like the Dawn, yeah, rotated constantly, like fuck it was really bad, because I mean, sorry, yeah, I misunderstood what was being said. Yeah, no, I think Luna Ogre should own that lane. Like I think that's like a
Yeah.
really strong lane. I think that should beat Kunkka Shaman in my opinion. So I am a little surprised that lane went so poorly, but I mean, like Quap is a very easy like portal rotator ganking carry,
Mhm.
right? Like it's a very easy to do that, so it would make sense that that would happen. But sorry, do you have anything else to add though, Hulks? I feel like we got sidetracked there a little bit.
Uh, I don't know, not too much.
Yeah, no, you know what? Honestly, when it's like
I
this
just
much of
like
a beatdown, it's really
yeah.
hard to kind of add to too much because it's just it seems like it was just I mean I don't know like they won the majority of their lanes like they just
I
won their
think
lanes and snowballed. So
I feel like the only thing I'd say is like I feel like Luna Venge doesn't seem like a good combo.
core wise,
I think
yeah,
you
yeah.
yeah, I think you just want like kind of aura bottish because Luna I think can do enough damage to kind of kill everyone.
a lot of the fights happened where Luna was dying within Dawnbreaker Slam. So like
Yeah, I
the
believe it.
Dawnbreaker ulti was getting on the Luna, and we were using the swap a little bit early and not saving. I think it could have gone differently. Probably would have been the same, but it could have gone differently if we swapped the Luna out during the Dawnbreaker ultis.
Yeah.
But we were so far behind because we just like I said earlier, we found it really hard to make plays into the Dawn, and so
Hmm.
we were trying to avoid a lot, and they were finding a lot. So like we were trying to avoid them, and they were getting pickups constantly. So we just got further and further behind with that kind of play style.
Yeah, I mean I feel like Luna is kind of a lot like Gyro where like you just hit that point in a team fight where you AFK A-click the ground and hope you kill everyone, or you just die and then the hero looks like shit or the hero looks really good. Like,
Uh,
there's like that Ags build that's a little popular. I'm not sure if people are doing it still or not though. But yeah,
I think
Luna
people are
The
just
still
AC
doing
hit that
130
that.
point in the
builds.
game. What'd you say?
I think it was Wilson. No, it was Jesse in the stream. He called it the AC 130 build.
No, I
It's
mean I
good.
think it's like a
It's
legit
good.
build.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually good. I'm surprised that more people aren't doing it. I think it's like the way you should play Luna, in my opinion, because that hero wants to snowball and like kind of win by like I don't know, like 30 or 40 minutes, right? Like she's not like a super hard carry like she used to be. So I actually like the X build, but
I think that's what whatever Team Island and Talus, whoever their carry, I think he was doing
in
that
Hive.
Exluna.
Yeah, Hive. Yeah,
He-
yeah, I mean, if he's doing it, then it's got to be pretty good, because that guy
They
definitely
they
plays the
they
game.
like whatever game I watched, they played it like their lineup so perfectly with that too. It was beautiful to watch. We were watching after a series one time.
All right, well,
I
I
would say
think
it's way more relevant.
I can answer the question earlier, by the way. So Ogre was like trying to respond to the rest of the map, is what happened. I have the demos downloaded,
oh,
so I just went and looked. Yeah,
okay,
so
so it was like
essentially
a
is a
two
two
v
killer
one.
zoning out Luna. Yeah,
Okay, that makes more
I
sense.
mean, even if that lane's 1v1, it's probably rough for Luna, but I think like the 2v2, it's really good for Luna.
yeah. There wasn't much 2v2 happening past 5 minutes or so. So
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, last thing I'll mention before we move on. Old Stinky once again locking it down with the 5 kills, 13 deaths.
Dude, that hero is so
Love that.
fucking miserable when
Love
you
that.
get like dust in lane or
I
whatever. People
I
rotate on you. Oh my god,
Yeah,
man.
I will say that I think I've had my worst score lines with Venge 3 like out of any other hero, cuz like if you fall behind on Venge 3, it's like fuck, it feels really bad, man. Like the lane feels so dog shit. And it's like you're against a
Mhm.
Quap, like I don't know, like I don't even blame him for that one. That's a tough game, man. That's a tough game. Anyway, let's go to game 3 here. Um, this looks like another one-sided game too. Actually, I'm surprised with this series because all three games seem quite one-sided. Actually, like even look at the graph. Actually, very one-sided. All three games. You don't usually see that with like teams kind of trading one-sided games. But anyway, Chandler, do you want to start with what went wrong this game?
um, there were some tragic things that happened early in this game, like some just like if you watch the demo, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Brew was like literally like 5 XP off 6, and a bottom fight goes way different if that happens. There's a couple deaths where Casey was building Orchid that were kind of unfortunate, slowed that timing a lot. I think we were kind of waiting for it.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
Interesting.
there was some, I would say, bad rotates coming out of Lost. He kind of sacked Twebs' lane and unintentionally. Um, yeah,
So this
I
is, I think, one of the worst games I've seen from Lost. Actually, I think he's like been a very, for me, he's been the best +5, of the season. It's very rare that I see such an uncharacteristic game from him with the 0-10. Uh, yeah, like you said, he must have just been kind of over rotating maybe and just not getting anything out of it. I guess, eh?
yeah, I would say that. He'd probably tell you this isn't his best performance. Yeah, there was kind of it's I think lanes were like pretty even. Yeah, it looks like it's true. But the like I said, there was a few important rotates that went really bad, and Mango Tango took pretty good advantage. And this game, Someoneskid popped the fuck off. Honestly, you were playing really well.
Thank you.
So okay,
Yeah.
let me just give a couple thoughts before I pass it off to someone's kid here. There's a couple things that stand out to me. Like first thing, they 16 pick Puck, right? Puck's a very strong hero, very good hero. It's probably one of the best mids of the patch, right? It feels like there was not a lot of solutions drafted for the Puck. Like it's it's a little tough because you only have 2 picks like after like the Puck was shown, but really, I mean, this is effectively like a free Puck pick, right? Like there's really not much disable for that at all. I mean, Tiny can kind of deal with it a little bit, not really though. It's just a little unfortunate. I think in hindsight. And then the other thing is that
Um.
like Ursa's like I mean I think it's fine because like I think Casey said that he likes the Ursa matchup for Brew, but it's always unfortunate when they can kind of get like a 24 pick Ursa. I feel, but it sounds like you wanted to say something to that though, Chandler.
Yeah. I think Gav is supposed to lane harder than he did. I'm not sure. I haven't watched that part of the demo.
Was actually, yeah, go ahead.
What?
Sorry, let me finish.
Uh, in theory, Tiny is supposed to win that lane pretty hard. And then we play tempo style. I'm not. I think Ursa's a good hero. I'm not incredibly worried about this Ursa hero in this game. Like I said, Someoneskid really was one of the biggest problems this game. So
Oh, the other thing I was gonna say, sorry, too. Is there a reason behind the Venge Bristleback combo for supports? Because that like I'm not a drafter, so like I'm genuinely curious. That feels like a very weak support duo to me. Like I don't really love that. Like there's not a great rotational power with that. It feels like if they fall behind, which they did, there's not like a lot of kind of tools that both of those supports have with each other. But is this something that you guys have run before? Like do you like that
yeah,
duo or
this has been run, I think, quite a few times this season, or at least two or
okay?
three. Yeah, it's fun. Bristle just kind of plays in your face, and you can play around it, and you both are minus armor. It's pretty solid. You have swap to like early game initiate type stuff, like just as a duo, pretty good at it.
That's true. Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
yeah, you kind of amp each other. It's not a big. It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, no. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Someoneskid. Do you want to take it away from your perspective here? I imagine you could probably speak more into the lane in particular because I do think Chandler's right. Like I think the reason why the Tiny's okay potentially into the puck, and that's what I was saying before too, where like the Tiny can kind of deal with it, is that I think Tiny should like mud stomp that lane. But the issue that I have overall is that I still think that puck was not addressed enough. Like eventually the lanes are going to kind of end, and then what do they have for the puck, right? Like it feels like a very free puck game. But how did it go from your point of view?
So, beginning of the game, I think laning wise, at least far as mid, um, I felt like maybe I would say misplayed. I got a lot out of the fight, if not one, I would say. Um,
I believe you won by like 400
but just
gold.
barely, like
Yeah,
barely.
it was something like that.
But like the fact that I'm even above a net worth is really, I would say, really bad for Tiny. Because Tiny, I think, needs the net worth to be able to burst the puck. If the puck has enough HP against the Tiny, like the Tiny can't do anything to him. Like if he does 900, 800 worth of HP, but burst and by himself, right? Like with his blink timing, and um, I found that I think I had like one or two deaths with they had like a just from the fog killed me, and it was unfortunate. But I agree with you, Phoenix, where I don't know, like hindsight, I don't think the tiny was enough to address the puck issue alone. Especially um it got a lot worse with how much I was able to get it out of the lane against it, because I think that's the advantage of the tiny is that the pucks shouldn't really get much out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But with the brew off lane, I think if you were to pick, let's say, like Night Stalker, it would have been a much harder for, like, I think Night Stalker Tiny and Puck's game is way harder to do. Um, but that's hindsight, and I think this game, I think what Chandler was talking about, where they had some rotations that kind of went really poorly, and as well as bad timings. I haven't looked at too much about where Brewmaster was with his six with some of these fights, but um, we had a lot of fights where they were diving tier one, and we had TPs, and we got counter kills, and they didn't get the kill on what they were trying to do. So we had some really good rotations, similar to the game one, but maybe I would say even more so in this game three. That just gave us a lot of momentum, and once Ursa gets that net worth and I get the net worth, like we get very hard to kill cores,
I will
especially.
say, just draft wise, there was a intense discussion about a few other heroes other than this tiny. And I'm not 100% on this brute pick that happened, but I
On
would
the
say
brew
that
pick?
this game is not. We could win with the draft we have. I think if we execute better.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, no, I would definitely agree with that for sure too. I think Casey also mentioned too that the Witch Doctor did a good job of kind of neutralizing his ulti, right? Because the cast can kind of go between the Brewlings. So just wanted to shout out Bollock there. And I also wanted to say this is no like I'm not trying to flame Printer. Printer's a very good mid. I don't think this is like this one game is indicative of his like overall him as a player. So I'm trying to not be too toxic, as Hulk would say. But Hulk, do you have any thoughts on this game just off the draft?
Yeah, about like the tiny puck matchup. I think like I don't know. At least from what I've seen, like I think how tiny is avalanche or whatever. Like I think puck can always kind of dodge it now. Not dodge it, but not die to it. I should say.
Yeah, but that's not
Avalanche?
I think that's
that's
like
not why
important.
the matchup's good though, right? It's the fact that Tiny has like 30 base damage on the puck and can just deny every creep, right? I think that's supposed to be
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
it should be pretty decent lane, but like at the same time, like this curveball puck shit can just infinite heal. I don't
True,
know.
true, yeah,
But like,
Eh,
I'm pretty sure like historically, like you pick Tiny because you could just insta kill the puck at all points in the game, pretty much. But I don't think you can do that now with how Avalanche works. So it's definitely a bit awkward. But obviously, it's like still one of the better heroes you can pick against puck,
for
as it's
sure,
not. Yeah.
for sure.
Um. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I guess the Venge Bristle I feel like is a little weird without any physical damage on your team though. That's the only other thing I'd say. That seems a little awkward.
Yeah, because the only thing it's really working with is the Quap, right? Like that's the only or I mean not the Quap, the Tiny, sorry. It's like the only thing that really wants the negative armor, but even then he's primarily playing around his combo, right? For at least his first few item duos, right? So yeah, no, that's a good point too. Actually, I didn't even think of that, but yeah, no, I mean I don't know. Overall, it seems like I said, it was very one-sided games, kind of all three ways, right? So it's very
Is this
interesting.
a Conqueror in every game too? Is that what I'm
There
seeing?
was a Kunkka in every game with a 100% win rate through the series.
Very
Yep.
interesting.
Wow, Kanka stocks rising, guys. This is a very good hero, apparently. Holy moly! All
I
right,
think Kemp
well,
is very good against Quap, just in general, personally.
it is,
For that
yeah,
reason. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to write that down.
It's a very nice matchup, I think, in pretty much all stages of the game, for sure. But anyway, I think we can move on here. Congrats, Mango Tango, on the win there. I definitely didn't expect it, for sure. I had thought that MHK was definitely going to take it away, but well done by you guys, and looking forward to see how the next week goes. Let's move on to the 89 Pistons game here. Now, first game. Um, I believe this was the game, from my understanding, Hulk, where Dr. Spike the Dota Doctor, who doesn't lose a draft, um, from what I was told, it was that he was gonna ban the Phoenix, but then ran out of time on the ban,
And
so
then
he
picked it
picked it
instantly.
immediately, right? Like it was like an instant 23 pick Phoenix, right? Which kind of threw everything off, right? Because I can't imagine they wanted to do this snap 3 shit. I mean, I could be wrong, I guess, but I'm pretty sure that was not the intention there. Do you want to start us off with this first game though? How things went overall?
Yeah, I mean the drafting was definitely the case of what happened. Now why he was banning Phoenix, I'm not too sure. Since we had our two supports already, it was a little weird. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I wish he was here so we could like figure that out, get to the bottom of it. But um, we were down like what 9-0 at some point in this game. I'm pretty sure like
It
10-0
was
something.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty bad. It looks like it was yeah, it was 8-0, I think.
Um.
Yeah, 8-0.
Yeah, I don't know. They like kept TPing to our lane, me and Rhino's lane on the Furion and killing Rhino. And it was a little annoying, but like they just let our puck free farm, and then eventually like our puck got involved, and then there's just like five people in our lane, me and Rhino's lane, for like 15 minutes, I swear. So our SF got really huge off of that, and yeah, I mean it felt like the game was pretty easy. I feel like. Um,
Did Rhino rush an
yeah,
Axe before anything else?
yeah, he did do that. He got a
Why?
stern
Why did he do that?
talking to about
Oh,
that. Yeah,
okay.
I'm not sure. He said it was good.
No, I don't
I
think it is.
disagree with him wholeheartedly though.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's very good. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, all right. I mean, I do like the Slarner with the SF. That's like a lot of like
But
natural
like
synergy there.
his game was very rough though. Like I said, like I mean, you can go down. I don't know. He probably died 3 or 4 times, like laning phase, because of
One,
Furion.
two,
Oh, the
three,
And
four, 5 times before 15. Yeah, that's just that's
Well,
tough. That's tough for sure. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, literally, like the Furion was TPing to our lane off cooldown, which like we kind of know it's coming, and we tried to play around it, but then there's 3 other heroes. There's 4 or 5 heroes in our fucking lane, bro. It's
You
so
know what's
funny.
funny about this game? So my two things I'll kind of tag on before I pass it off. Um, just wanted to say, Bobby, this game in particular. So last series, which I think you were on for Hulk actually, or maybe it was Jack, but
Jack was on.
he definitely had a bit of a tough series. Like he definitely did not perform that
Bobby,
great.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
but Bobby, it was the Bobby show this game. No, this guy fucking popped off. So kudos to Bobby. This guy went fucking huge. The other thing
I
too, I
could
mean, oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So like last week, I don't remember what Jack said. Like we were supposed to scrim our good friends at Mango Tango, our good friend Someoneskid, on the Wednesday, but that didn't end up happening for
that's weird. Yeah, I don't know
some
why that didn't
certain
happen.
reasons. I'm not too sure.
It's weird how that happens.
Um. We kind of, but like the cloud guy, we knew was pretty solid. I would say. um. What's a good way to maybe slightly better than Odin? Put it in a way. So we kind of wanted to give him later pick to like not get shit on in lane, because like the cloud guy kind of picks like these lane dominators, which yeah, he's still gonna get shit on the one game for sure, but he did good in the other two, I think, in lane. Like our game plan was to slow down the cloud guy, and this one we were just like, you do you, brother, and he was like, yeah, he was even saying like, I don't want to play that way.
Yeah. That's the other thing I wanted to mention too is like this is just another example of the 16 pick puck guys. What is it with 16 pick puck and then not responding to the puck? Like
Well, they only picked one hero after that. In
well,
some
yes,
fairness, what hero
true.
did they pick?
True.
Shaman.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a
Shaman.
pretty good answer.
Shaman's a
That's
decent
right.
solution, and then yes, you are right. So Phoenix was the supposed like it was supposed to be banned, but ended up being picked. So I
Yeah.
guess that's true. Like he maybe was gonna. I mean, I'll give him actually 100%. I mean, Dr.
Yeah,
Spike the Dodo
imagine if they
Doctor
have.
was definitely gonna pick something to deal with it for sure. Yeah, but like
well,
I just can't believe it. Like this is once again a free puck game. He's got nothing to worry about. It's like the best
I
hero of
think
the
that's
patch,
why.
guys. Come on.
I think that's why they picked. They were trying to ban Phoenixes. They were going to pick Night Stalker.
Oh, that actually would have made. Oh, interesting.
I mean,
See,
I mean, looking at it, I think it's maybe a little bit over because I don't think Rhino plays Phoenix 3, but
no.
um,
Yeah, I think there's too many people yapping in
why?
the call is my guess, and he got jumbled on Spike, but I have no idea.
I
Why
actually think
I
even
that that
think
might have
ban
been
the
it though.
Phoenix?
Well,
that's what
because
I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know.
so you ban the Phoenix guys. I'll tell you why. Because if you Night Stalker ulti, or if it's nighttime for the Night Stalker, the Phoenix egg immediately makes it daytime. It even takes it priority over Night Stalker ulti. So it's like a really good counter to Night
Are we
Stalker.
gonna act like that's a counter though? Is that what
I
we're
mean,
sitting here acting like?
it's a
It's
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 pretty
only
annoying.
during the ulti. No, if
Yeah,
I'm not
it's only
mistaken,
during
it's
the
like
It's like
ulti.
5 seconds.
Well, yeah, but sometimes 5 seconds matters.
But you
I'm just
also
saying.
have a
Unfucking
Sapphire.
playable.
You also have
I'm
a Sapphire.
I'm not
Unplayable.
okay. Listen, I'm not saying it's unplayable. I'm just trying to give potential reasons, maybe as to why Doctor Spike the Dodo Doctor wanted to ban the Phoenix. I like, because
I
I think someone's kid maybe was cooking there. Maybe he didn't want to have to deal because I do know that Anik plays Night Stalker, so that does make sense. Like maybe I actually think Night Stalker would have been really good too. Actually, like in the game overall, it would have been good against the Shadow Fiend, good against the Puck. It could have eaten the Lion. Would have made a lot of
that would make
sense actually.
Gronk.
I'm very curious actually. I I'll have to ask him actually. But anyway, didn't work out that way. Chandler, what do you think about this draft here between the two?
um 89 Pistons makes a lot of sense. I don't really like spooky scary skeletons for the most part. Yeah,
Wow, what did they do to you? What the fuck?
I
Wait,
just
what
don't
the
like the draft. That's what the question
Oh, the
was.
draft.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, I missed
yeah,
it.
yeah, no, no,
that
no.
part did.
The draft in particular. The draft in particular.
I don't have
Not
beef
them.
with spooky
Yeah.
scary skeletons. Yeah, I mean, even without the Phoenix, I don't love. I think Snapfire is kind of bad right now. Especially if you're not particularly countering anything. I don't know why they wanted this hero.
I won't
Um,
lie, that hero in lane is so fucking cancer though. Oh my god.
Yeah.
it
I
is
played
it
with
is pretty
Phoenix last
cancer
night
in
and
lane.
I
It's
got
just
fucking dusted, dude.
Yeah, you
Holy
did. It's
shit.
true.
Jack also got
um,
shit on, it looks
yeah.
like.
Well, it's because you were trying to go for Conk, but it's fine.
I think that
It was
the
on
other
ring. Hold
thing.
on. What?
Yeah, it was unranked. It was unranked. The only other thing I'll mention too that I really don't understand is like, now like listen, Anek is really good. I will defer to his wisdom here, but he's going snap off lane, right? He went refresher second item against a clockwork puck. Why?
Slardar too, even.
Why? Why? There's no way you're getting a full duration ulti off. There's no way. It is impossible in this game. It's so impossible. And the only item you have to refresh is a Glepnir. Why? What's the refresher for? Why? I don't understand. I don't know. I think that was really weird choice. I almost think he maybe should have went a little more into right clicky stuff. Maybe I don't know, like a hurricane pike or like a maelstrom. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm overcooking now too, but I really don't like this refresher build. I think it was really bad.
I really don't like Snapcore.
I would
I don't
say
think so either. I think it's terrible.
the refresher build, I could see the thought process on high ground defense, but outside of that, I think it's terrible.
Yeah. They also
I
just
could
like
see the reasoning for
don't
that, but
have any
that's about
lockdown or
it.
anything
Yeah, that's
Right?
what I
Yeah,
mean.
they just walk
on
away.
top of that.
I can't
Yeah.
even see it even for high ground defense. Honestly, I get what you're saying, but I personally don't even see it for that. Once again, you're against a puck clock Slardar. You have a Nature's Prophet Wraith King with you. I don't get it. I think it's really bad. I think that's a big mistake that he made. I really don't understand that at all. But yeah, I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was recommended for him or something. I'm not sure. Um, I don't know. Otherwise, it was just another Wraith King carry build where he does this harpoon rush too. Very fascinating. Sorry, Chandler. Go ahead.
I feel like if you're spooky scary skeletons, you could probably not incorrectly go draft diff and go next pretty easily.
True.
I mean, they made a very clear error in the draft. I don't know why they're trying to ban Phoenix, but it's definitely not what they wanted in this.
He played it pretty
lineup.
well though. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I would also add that there's a point where you over rotate and are
Yeah, no,
getting
that's
out
exactly what
farmed,
happened for sure.
and I think if the people that are getting over rotated on decide not to join fights and only join the good ones, then I think you just get more net worth, and I think there gets to a point where once you get to that net worth advantage, then you decide to join a fight, and it just swings dramatically the other way as far as team net worth, and I think that's what we saw here personally.
Yeah, you'll see it even more in the next game, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I
I
definitely
don't
feel
think
like Odin got a little mid diffed here. This is really tough. 6-12. He had the most deaths on his team. Very unfortunate. Right?
yeah, he was doing the support build, which is valid for sure, like on mid and stuff, but I don't think you go Mjolnir like that. I think you're supposed to go Orchid, but I don't really know. I don't think anything.
I think it
It's like so weird.
depends on
He
what you
literally
do.
TP'd in and would fucking instantly die every time.
I
I'm not
I
sure how to
play
figure out how to solve that either, to be honest, this game.
I play a lot of NP. This is like a tempo build that you play NP. This is not the carry build. I think if you're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
this build, you're definitely supposed to. If it's a puck, supposed to go Orchid.
I
Yeah,
agree
for
with
sure.
you. I agree with you for sure. Because they already struggled with solutions for the puck, like we were saying, right? So if you don't really have a good solution for the puck, I feel like you have to itemize for the puck, and it feels like they did
I
neither.
mean, I think it's definitely potentially because like they were like quote unquote winning for first 15 minutes or so. So maybe he's like got the vessel blade mail. He's like, all right, we're doing well, guys. I'm gonna just go Mjolnir and secure the late game or whatever. But then yeah, things very quickly turn,
Yeah,
as you can
I
see
will
on the
say
draft there.
when I watched, I don't remember why I didn't watch the full game, but I joined in about like halfway through this match, and it was crazy. I was saying it to the people I was watching with, but it was like I think at one point SSS had way more kills, like I think like 10 more kills or like 50 more kills, but it was like even net worth. Like it was crazy how close it was, even though they had way more kills. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, this game's over. Like this, I don't think they can win with this draft. Like it's just, I didn't realize that it was like a miss draft. Like you know what I mean? But the
Yeah,
only
the
the
next
only
game's much funnier.
well,
The
the
next
only
game's
the
so
only
much
other
funnier.
thing I'd say too is that like, and they mentioned this on the cast, and I think it's like legitimately something to consider is that like, if you get this happen right, like, and like Chandler said, like you know, like it's like an outdraft or like a misdraft. Like, I almost am surprised they didn't GG out sooner just to kind of save a little bit of mental. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, because it's like they were kind of like completely cooked by like 35 minutes. You know what I mean? Like there was like very little chance. I feel like it's like at what point do you just GG out so that you can just try to get like a good next two games in? You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know.
I
I
get what
would
you're
say
saying a bit.
Spike's mental is usually always go until you can't. Like he will fight to the very end.
Oh, he
That's
will.
how.
He will for
So
sure.
that's Spike's thought process on it. And if I would say as a team, if one person disagrees, you don't usually GG out,
I think there's like
especially if
even
it's a
like
captain.
some information you can definitely learn even when you're getting shit on. Like, I mean, unless we're like hitting throne and you don't GG out, but like, yeah,
Yeah, no,
You can
no,
you can
that's
see
fair.
what
sample the
part of the map
stool.
we're playing and stuff. You know, that type of stuff.
So you're saying you can sample the stool and learn what they're eating? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
of course.
I do also think that to give kind of credence to what you guys are saying too. I mean, like this is lower bracket. Like you
Yeah.
you kind of can't GG out, right? But so
Yeah, for sure.
that's fair. That's fair. All right,
I was
game
just saying, as
two.
a
Oh, go ahead.
captain,
Yeah,
you,
true.
you just like tell your team like you're after the game, and you're just like, hey guys, on me,
On me,
clear the mental, we're good. Go
yeah.
next.
Go next. We'll win next. Unfortunately for them, they did not win next. So this was not a one game. Now this was a really fucking long one.
Nice short stomp, quick and
Wait,
easy.
wait. Oh, okay, but
Incredibly low kill
before,
count for that
before,
duration.
so okay, so there's so many questions I have just looking off of the thing. So
Oh,
super
jeez.
long game. You guys are down to 13 kills. So like that's already
No,
like
no, no,
wow.
13. No, no. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind. Holy
13
shit. Yeah, I
kills.
didn't
Yeah,
even realize that.
you end the game 13 kills down, and Rhino hit the offlane dazzles with 1 and 12 with 20 damage. What what happened this game? Talk to me about this game. What the fuck, bro? Holy shit.
Let me see. This is this game, right? Yeah. Um, I mean, our lanes are like not good first and foremost, for sure. Like that's pretty obvious. I think Puck was doing well in lane. Yeah, as you can see, we first picked it, or I guess second picked it.
Yeah.
Um, first phase, whatever, and then we
Yeah.
picked Shaman, which Rido in the draft, he's like, "Oh, what do you think about Bane?" I'm like, "They're gonna pick Silencer if we pick Bane," and then you can see at 14 they already picked Silencer. So I'm
I
like,
just picked it,
"Absolutely
yeah.
not, brother." Um, what was I gonna say though? Yeah, our lanes were shit, and they had some like, the slash can just kill anyone for like first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Um, I think Puck got rotated on a few times and died early. Um, I don't really know what else.
I think
But
it's
yeah, like
crazy that this guy went the offlane Lesh, dude. I've been saying that I think offlane Lesh can work, bro. I'm feeling this offlane Lesh shit, but yeah.
honestly, like what happened this game, it was what Chandler was saying too. Kind of what happened in their game. It sounded like where Casey was like 5 XP off 6. Like we ganked this co-op as she was level 5 and are killing her, and a creep dies like under a tower, and she hit 6, and then we both died. That was really fucking unlucky. And then a minute later, we go on this Abba top and are gonna like take the tower and shit. Then Abba hit 6, and as we were killing him, it's just some very unlucky shit there. Or
That's
like,
not
I
nice.
think this game looks not as fucking dog shit terrible if those things don't happen.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys were like 10k up at one point. Like at minute 30, you were about
Down.
10k up, right? So or down, sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
down. Yeah, apologies. You guys were down 10k. Oh my god. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, we didn't. When did we get our first kill? 20 minutes almost. Yeah, it feels good.
Shit.
Wow, you guys were getting fucking destroyed.
Yeah, no,
Say,
it was rough out there.
Dazzle
Wow.
offline right there, Bruce.
I also like insanely was griefing with my first 3 or 4 Shadow Shaman ults. I was gonna, yeah.
That's
Like
crazy.
He's just
I
trying
know.
to keep his stats up, dude. Death stats.
No, I didn't die that much in this series actually.
Wait. What?
I-
Why did Fatality get Divine Regalia?
You know,
what the
Oh,
fuck?
that's
you know,
sick.
he's old.
Fatality, what are you doing, bro? Why
Did,
you got
did he
Divine
die
Regalia?
after 74?
I mean,
I don't think he did.
I don't. Look,
No, he didn't.
He died.
Oh no, he did.
no, he did.
Sick.
Fatality.
He already had 11 deaths at that point too. He was dying a lot, right?
I love
Wait,
that, dude. I love
I think he
that.
actually got it right afterwards. I don't know.
Does,
It says he
wait, can
died
you-
at 1 and 13, so that would have been at 73 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah,
yeah,
because
he's
you
right.
refresh it.
He's
That's right.
right.
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
the new
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Can you
Never
read
mind.
what that does? Is that just like right click damage, or is it all damage?
It's all
all.
damage. To be fair,
Okay, you know what?
it's
I
all
actually
damage.
respect it then.
Yeah, no,
Jakiro ult?
it's not
Nah,
bad
that's
just for
fuck
the
with it.
Jakiro ult. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it might not be great if you're like 3 and 11 or whatever, but no, I mean, like I don't know, like, yeah, it can work. It can work for sure. I mean, I don't
Really
know.
gotta-
Otherwise, I gotta say once again, I mean, I feel like a fucking broken record, but you guys first pick Puck, and I feel like they don't have a lot to deal with it. Like I don't understand. It's so weird. I, I don't
I
know.
mean, I think like
Silencer, I guess.
the silencer obviously is like really good. I feel like let me see the Quap. Like I feel like the Quap should just get a hex at some point. The West Track like understood the assignment. He got a hex. But yeah, especially after like the first game when he fucking destroyed. Like I feel like you know you have to like get hexes and shit because you have the global button and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like to talk more about the game though, I think we like split the map and shit really well. Like I was ratting and just clicking my snake on towers and shit. We just had to delay and delay and delay, and then we were like winning, and then they just put up the fucking unbreakable fucking wall defense on the high ground. It was actually so annoying.
Can we expect to see more Dazzle offlane from Rhino this season?
I hope so.
It depends. No, like okay. I know we all want to flame Rhino here, but he played this game very well at some points. I think his build is not optimal though. Like he just did not get a dispel for the global, so he couldn't actually click his buttons,
I think this
which is
might have
really
been like
really frustrating.
a little bit too much following Dota 2 Pro Tracker potentially, because I think that's the build that they recommend is like the eggs and the Holy Locket. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of it. Like I think it could be okay in some games, but yeah, I don't know. He probably needed some type of like either like a BKB or like a Yules or something. I don't know, something, right?
Yeah, we
Against
were
the silencer
we were also telling him that.
for
Seems
But
sure.
no,
very
like
reliant on your
like
stun
if
and
you
pop to do so.
watch, yeah, if you watch the game though, like I mean, me and Fatality also had Glimmer Forces. Like we saved the fuck out of each other so many times, and obviously the Grave is the best save out there or in this game.
You guys last picked it too. It was ultimate last pick Dazzle offlane. Wow, that's crazy. I guess it makes sense because you first picked the Puck. Anyway, Chandler, do you have any thoughts on the draft this game? Do you like the Dazzle off? Do you like the first pick Puck? How you feeling here?
I mean, I don't really mind the dazzle off. It's fine. I don't. If he hasn't practiced it much, I would be kind of against it. But if he's practiced it some and liked it, then it's fine. Don't like Abaddon and Silencer. That kind of sucks as a support combo. Or that's not the. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, that's a support combo. Don't like that support combo. There's no CC. Actually, their whole team has almost no CC. It's kind of tough.
Against the Puck, yeah. Really unlucky.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. I don't know if I'd pick that support combo.
It's almost like you first picked Puck too. That's unlucky, bro. I don't know. What can you do about that?
I don't think lucky is the word you should use there, but that just sounds like a drafting issue. But
Whoa, he does not get outdrafted. What the fuck are you talking about? Holy
Oh.
shit, I can't believe you'd even suggest that.
Never. He would never get out drafted. Not possible for him to make a mistake.
I actually like Spike. I feel bad,
No,
Spike.
I don't
You're-
mind Spike. I've played with him plenty.
You're,
I
you're
just
good,
think you should
King.
get
You're
some
good.
CC.
Yeah, you probably should get some CC though, brother. First pick puck, dude. I don't know, brother. I don't know. It's good hearing.
I think with or without the puck, you probably need some CC. I don't.
You might need
What
some
are
CC
these two
overall.
supports? What do these two supports
Yeah.
do?
Overall, you might need some CC. Overall, I will say that Skeletons has had really good success with the Abaddon fours. Like, I don't hate that option, but
He fucking owned this game. No lie.
yeah, he does good with that. Like, I remember that shit. I lost to that shit last season, so it's definitely
It's
good.
another case of these two supports together is the problem, not either individual, right?
Yes.
Hey,
I would
both of them make it really hard for us to kill people, though. I will say that, which is why we are down kills in fucking 80 minutes game.
True. That is true.
It was like insane how hard it was to actually kill anyone on their fucking team.
True. Yeah, no, definitely fair. Someoneskid, you got anything else to add for this game?
I guess the only question is, was there who won the coin toss on first pick and second pick?
I have no clue.
It does. Yeah, I won't
Hold
show
on,
that
hold
either.
on. Let me think. I think we picked Radiant the game we won the coin toss, which I think was the second game.
Well,
I
it's the
might be
first
wrong
game that
though. I
really
don't know.
matters, right? The second game is just defaulted to the.
Okay, I think yeah, Spike definitely won the coin toss. So I remember that he said we'll take this, and then he was like, "Oh wait, never mind, it's your pick." So yeah, they definitely won the first.
They wanted first pick.
I
Or did
mean,
they
what did
pick
they take the
Radiant?
first game? I don't know.
They took. They have first pick. They doesn't tell you what they took,
Yeah.
but they have power. So
Oh, true.
it makes sense that they asked for first pick.
Yeah.
Because nobody really asks for Dire, I think, right now.
No, that's definitely not things that happen usually, unless they ask for second pick or whatever. But or you know what I mean, like unless the team
Yeah.
asks for second pick, which some teams prefer that. But
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah.
That's why I was gonna ask is like, did y'all ask for second pick or ask for first pick? But it seems like you guys asked for Radiant over either. So.
Yeah, I have no idea to be honest.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
I think I would assume we would have wanted first pick, but because like I feel like bans are easier when you have first pick, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think it's a weird spot. It depends on what you want to pick first. Like for the MHK likes to pick Quap first. It seems like
Mhm.
all the teams really left like to pick it first.
Yeah, it's a good hero.
But there's a lot of heroes available for the first pick, but there is like a checkers game on what's good against what. I don't know if I think the 9 pick is kind of valued to counter their 8 pick.
Yeah, it depends.
I mean,
I
in
don't
this
know
instance,
if
it worked great because they first picked Quap and they responded with Puck, which is great in lane
is it
against
that
Quap.
bad though, really? I mean, I guess in lane, yeah, sure.
It's definitely not great in lane. And then even
Yeah.
after the lane, the coil completely fucks the Quap. Even if the Quap builds a BKB, eventually the puck gets the talent to kind of go through the BKB. So I don't know. I think it's a really unfortunate matchup for Quap in my opinion. And like also
Yeah.
Quap can't solo kill puck, right? Like Quap wants to be able to kind of rotate and get kills on someone, and she can't really do that with puck. Like puck would have to fuck up really bad for that to happen, right? Like he can always phase shift either the dagger or the ulti, or you know what I mean. There's a lot of mobility there. It's a pretty bad matchup, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think if people are gonna do this Quap early, I think the puck needs to be taken out early.
Yeah,
I would
I
agree.
mean, especially if the team knows how to play puck, which I
Right.
don't think that's always the case for sure.
Right. I think all teams left do.
I think so as
Does
well.
Sprinter play puck? I don't. Everyone always says Sprinter plays like all the spirit
He-
heroes, and then
he
I
plays
see
puck.
like
I don't
Wind
know.
and fucking Winter Wyvern and Wind shit.
We
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
know.
we've played it in officials this season.
Yeah, he can definitely play puck for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. All right. Well, otherwise, I think kind of discussed this
That
pretty
I
pretty
felt
thoroughly here.
really sad about how we ended this game too. I won't lie.
How'd you end it?
Fucking
With like
helmet
just like a
undying, refresher, just click the snakes on the fucking throne.
Oh, that's what happened. It was
I
a
even
helmet
no,
on.
I even fucked up is the worst part, dude. I fucked up. I didn't click my BKB, but I had helmet undying, so it didn't matter.
Is
Oh
this where you
my
got those big snakes
god.
from, dude?
Yeah, no, I felt bad. I,
That's actually that's so
I
toxic,
said
dude. Are you kidding me?
in the
Holy
all chat though, because I did it to kill all the tier 4s, and then I said I got some real bad news for you guys in about 2 minutes in all chat.
Oh no.
I thought that was a good one. But yeah, no, I felt bad ending the game that way.
I
I
listen, a
honestly, I
win's a
don't know
win
how we
though.
were gonna end the. Yeah, I don't know how we were gonna end any other way though. To be honest, I'm glad.
I'm
I'm glad I was on that hero in that particular game in that scenario though.
I'm pretty sure every game after 60 minutes with a shaman, you have to expect the game's gonna end with some double fucking snake
Right.
on your. I think that's pretty par for the course. But anyway,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
uh, I think that was a good overview here, guys. The only thing left to do here is really give next week match predictions. So I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are. So we do have 89 Pistons against MHKFC. Now, Chandler, you guys played a regular season. It was a tie, right? I think it was a tie.
Yeah, I
It
think
was a
they were
tie. Yep.
kind of stomps both games too. I feel like yours
Yeah,
was definitely a
one
little
game
bit more of a
was.
stomp because of because of some particular thing that happened.
Yeah, there was a really bad stomp on our side. I think it was like a 32-minute game, and then it was like a 40-minute game. It was pretty one-sided though from their side.
So what do you think's gonna happen here? Let's start with you here first, Chandler. I'm guessing you're gonna assume your team's gonna win, but do you think it's gonna be a 2-0, 2-1?
Um, I I would say 2-1. Hopefully, we have at least one close game in there. Yeah, 2-1. I'm guessing at least one game is a stomp, and hopefully get one or two close games. Get some good
Okay.
Dota.
Yeah, I'm hoping so as well. If I'm free, I'm gonna try to cast that game too, because I'm really interested to see how that goes. I think I should be free too, so if I can get someone to cast with me, I think I might actually do that. But anyway, Hulk, I'm gonna assume you're also gonna think you're gonna win. What do you think? Like, how does Pistons match up against MHK? Do you think?
I mean, we did scrim a week or two ago. It went pretty well for a certain side, I think. Um,
This is crazy, dude. Rhino brought this up. He's like, I outdrafted. I'm experimenting with like 3 different things.
I don't know, man. Like the game 2 was just like so fucking bad. The when we played in the regular season, so it was like not actually a fucking game. I don't remember the game 1 though. Like I don't think, yeah, it wasn't very memorable. Not in like a bad way. I'm not saying that in like a flamey way, but
So you think it'll be a close
so
series
yeah, I
then,
don't know.
right? I'm guessing.
Yeah. I think obviously both teams are quite good, and both teams can obviously definitely win. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say. Like game 2, yeah, we got shit on, so literally
Okay.
nothing could happen.
Come on, you got to give a prediction.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I think we'll win,
Okay.
but we have to be
2-1
on our
then.
A
I'm
game for
guessing.
sure. I
I'm
feel like
guessing you think it'll
MHK
be
is
that.
kind of sliding a little bit too.
Yeah, I will say before we go to someone's kid, I'm getting a little nervous for you guys. Listen, Chandler. I mean, I got Twubs asking if he's gonna crash out in the server. He's leaving AD2L Discord. I'm feeling some weird energy. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like there's some weird vibes coming out of the MHK camp right now, which is giving me a little bit of like a little bit of a pause right now. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I think it's like partially maybe to do with the fact too, where like I think when you're a team who's been as dominant as they've been, and they have these series where like they smash teams like constantly, right? It's like back to back, just like easy games, right? I think maybe like the first time you lose like that might be a little humbling potentially, right? Where it's like holy shit, like we actually lost, like we can lose, like maybe there's a little bit of like emotions there, but I don't know, it's a little weird to me what's been cooking over there on that side. I will say for my prediction, I'm still gonna go MHK. I think they're the better team. I think they've, like I've said before, I think they've been the most dominant teams when they win. Like in games that they win, I cannot recall another season where a team has won as hard as they've won. So I think they're going to get back on track. I think they're going to 2-1, and I think they're going to have really convincing wins. That's my opinion. Someone's kid. What do you think?
So how I see these series going is I think the mids are going to be kind of dictating how the early mid game is going, and I think that if they get a snowball rolling on either team, which I feel like either of these mids can do that. I think that controls a lot of the pace of this game of these teams. But the other thing is if they have a hard game, both of the mids do. I think this carry to carry matchup, who has the later carry matchup, like let's say Sven versus a lot of heroes. I think Sven destroys almost every hero right now, and I think it depends if these cores get these advantageous lineups against the other ones. So I can see it swinging both ways, but I want to go for 89 just because of they're on momentum, and while MHK isn't. So
Okay, so this is as even as it gets here. We are 2 for MHK, 2 for 89. So this is I'm very excited for this matchup though. I think it's gonna be really interesting. I could definitely see either team winning. I don't think there's like a clear cut favorite here. So definitely curious to see how that goes. But we've definitely gone longer than I thought we would. So I think we should wrap it up here, everyone. Thanks for joining, and everyone have a good night.